Walking into Nosferatu, it wasn't sure what to expect. Robert Eggers is a director whose films I admire deeply, but with a remake of a silent horror classic on his plate, the stakes felt impossibly high. This wasn't just any horror film, it was the original horror film, a cornerstone of cinema history, and one of the first I studied as a film student. Pair that with a cast that initially seemed too tailored for mass appeal, and I found myself bracing for disappointment. Yet, by the time the first scene was over, my skepticism melted away. What unfolded was not just a remake, it was a resurrection, a film that honors its roots while carving a space in modern horror as something altogether chilling, beautiful, and alive. This skepticism was compounded by the fact that Nosferatu is a remake of a silent film, a daunting task, considering the original's place in horror history. It's a foundational work, and as someone who studied it in film school, I couldn't help but approach it with a mix of reverence and hesitation. Add to that my admiration for Eggers' previous work, and the fear of disappointment loomed large. This wasn't just a remake, it was a cinematic experience that made me feel alive. Eggers crafts a film that feels like uncovering a lost folktale, something ancient and terrifying that's been unearthed for a new generation. It captures the essence of German expressionism with breathtaking cinematography and lighting while delivering performances that resonate on a deeply emotional level. Nicholas Hoult, in particular, stood out, even as some of the other performances leaned into slight overacting. Visually, the film is stunning, with Eggers showcasing his most dynamic camera work yet. Perfectly centered shots, sepia tones, black and white sequences, every frame feels intentional, brimming with realism and texture. The practical effects, or what appeared to be practical, added to this grounded feel, much like the original. The lighting, shadows, and mise-en-scène harken back to the techniques of early cinema while pushing the medium forward. The camera movements keep you on edge, drawing you into the eerie, atmospheric world Eggers has created. Thematically, Nosferatu strikes a balance between honoring its period setting and connecting with modern audiences. The film explores universal fears and horrors that resonate across genders and generations without ever feeling heavy-handed. Eggers has a rare ability to sift through the cliches of the genre, choosing only the most effective tropes and discarding the rest. What's left is a horror film that feels authentic, terrifying, and refreshing. Despite its broad appeal, it still manages to deliver genuine scares, outclassing the vast majority of studio horrors flooding theaters today. The sound design and music deserve special praise. The jump scares are earned, never cheap, and the haunting score lingers long after the credits roll. Several scenes left an indelible mark on me, the kind that will resurface in my mind for weeks. The violence, while heavy, is paced so well that it never feels gratuitous. Darkness envelops nearly every scene, with only brief glimpses of sunlight breaking through. The muted tones and misty visuals add to the oppressive atmosphere without feeling overdone or gimmicky. Nosferatu is a masterclass in accessibility without compromise. The recognizable cast, naturalistic dialogue, and balanced storytelling make it approachable for casual viewers, while its artistic integrity ensures it stands as a triumph for cinephiles. Eggers doesn't just recreate or adapt the original story, he transforms it into something uniquely his own. He honors the mechanics of the silent film, while updating it for a contemporary audience in ways that feel seamless and earned. Nosferatu delivers in spades. Horror fans will undoubtedly relish its scares, but even beyond its genre, the film stands tall as a meticulously crafted work of art. It's not just a film, it's a testament to how remakes can breathe new life into old stories, while reminding us why they mattered in the first place.